All right, here with Coach Reiboldt, another year of football. I know you love it. Puts a smile on your face.
Absolutely.
You're out here, you know, chatting up the kids. Just talk about the summer your kids have had. I know a lot of kids went to different camps, individual camps, combines. Seems like they put in a lot of good work.
Oh yeah, you know, we've got a group of seniors that have worked really super hard. You know, this is my first full group of kids. My first year as head coach, they were freshmen. So we've been working with them, and they've been a part of the system that we've input for 4 years. So we've been looking forward to this group, and they've really busted their tail this summer. We had at least 6 kids go to the Northwest Elite, and they've gone and done some of the Nike combat stuff. We took the team up to Eastern, had a great camp, physical camp, and came out of there with a lot of positives.
So, Manny, we look on paper, it's like you're sneaking up on guys. Got a number of all-league returning kids, top returning rusher, top returning receiver, you know, some beef on the line. That's got to feel pretty good going into fall camp and into the season.
Well, yeah, and like I said, we've looked at this class for 4 years. We've had high expectations for this group, you know, for a long time now, and we've been looking forward to this time of year with this group of kids. So, yeah, we have a lot of guys coming back. We got a lot of experience. We got a really good senior leadership, and the camaraderie on the team was really built up over the summer, and the kids have done a lot of good things together. Family is definitely a word that's used around here a lot, and the kids are excited to be out here as we are as coaches.
So just talk about some of those kids, the work they put in, and those key guys that need to have big seasons for the Suns to have success.
Well, you know what? Like you said, we have a lot of skill guys back, which is awesome. But you know, games aren't won unless you have guys up front. And we feel like our guys up front are a lot better than they have been in the last 2-3 years. You have guys like Trey Tutt, who's a 3-year starter for us. Corey Romley, who will return as a starter on both offense and defense as a junior. Kellen Hytella is a guy at DN, and he'll play a little tackle that's going to be very dynamic on the defensive side of the ball, create a lot of problems for teams. He's really going to be a lot like Kevin DeLangelo last year. So we've got a bar set there, and he's going to try to go over the top of that. We've moved some guys around and changed some fronts. We did have an injury throughout over the summer. Tanner Gottschalk blew his ACL playing baseball this summer, and he would have been a 3-year starter for me at middle linebacker. So we're looking to a kid named Gavin Jervis, who's going to be a junior for us, who did some good things over the summer and really filled in to step up at middle linebacker. Caden Diaz will be a 2-way guy for us. He's really explosive at running back, and will do real good things for us at linebacker. Our secondary is as deep as we've been. We have guys like Clay Gonzalez, Brandon Zane at corner. Awad Corey will do have a lot of work at corner also. Our safeties are as good as we've ever had in Brendan Kelly and Macy Lee Thomas. Both those guys defensively are guys that have specific sets of skills that, you know, that we're going to be able to implement and take advantage of. Offensively, a lot of the same guys you'll hear the same names. So that's our key right now as coaches, is to really find where our guys are going to get breaks. And I think that's probably the same with a lot of guys, a lot of other teams in the league. But where do you get breaks? Where do you give the kids break? Because when you have that kind of talent, they can't be on the field all the time. So we'll make sure that they're fresh and put them in positions where they can have success.
Talk about your quarterback situation. Who you got there as a solid starter?
Well, you know, we came last year, halfway through the season, we had an issue with quarterback, and we brought in a sophomore by the name of Connor Grigg. And he finished the season and did pretty well growing as a sophomore guy. You know, we kind of threw him to the wolves and said, go do it. He did a great job, and he grew tremendously. But after the season was over with, you know, we're all about competition. And we told Connor that, you know, you got to fight for your job. And we had, you know, another kid that was up to the task, and Jair Lee Thomas, that's Macio's twin brother. And Jair went through, he and Connor, they did all kinds of throwing stuff with one of our former coaches, Andy Troxel. And Andy really worked with them and did a great job with them, and worked on mechanics and footwork and reading defenses and throughout the winter and the spring. And then you know, we go into camp and it's open competition. You know, we go to Eastern, it's open competition, and they really battle each other. But when it came right down to it, all the intangibles and some of the other things that showed through was Jair's ability to take huddle presence, and he really, through all his hard work, won the starting job. So at this point in time, Jair is going to be our starting quarterback. The good thing about it is, and we tell Connor, you know, you're one play away from being the starter, because the quarterback position is really sensitive. That guy's got to be the guy, and if he goes down, you know, if Jair were to go down, we feel like we would not miss one step by having Connor right there.
You know, every game's, you know, big. You guys have probably the toughest stretch there. You go week 3 and 4. I think you have Kennewick and Kennewick back-to-back.
Yep.
And that's, I don't want to say that's your season, but those are huge games for you.
Yep.
How do you guys get some consistency going? And even in your first game against Richmond, you know, what are some things this team needs to do to be able to build that success, to have a deep run? You guys are that dark horse, I think, in the 3A that can do some big things.
Well, I'll tell you what. We kind of look at the same schedule we had last year. We got Richland in the league game week 1. We were one of the 4 teams in the league that weren't fortunate enough to have a non-league where it doesn't count. I mean, it counted right out of the get-go, and our kids were able to fight through and win that first game against Richland last year, and then the same thing with Sunnyside going into Kennewick. We're 2-0. We beat Kennewick. We're 3-0 going to Kennewick. So we're mirroring that start. I mean, our goal is to win all the way through. There's no doubt that Richland's tough. I mean, they've got a lot of guys coming back. They've got some skill sets, and they got some guys up front. So we're going to take care of business week 1, and then go to Sunnyside week 2. And then, of course, when you're talking about playing Kennewick and Kennewick, I mean, our kids don't need to be motivated. They know exactly what's at stake. And like you said, our expectations is to make that deep run. And we've been really pushing the fact that we take it 1 week at a time, with our goals, paramount being, win as many as we can and go on through. So.
All right, well, Coach, seem to be loaded. Looking for the Suns to shine here in 2013. Good luck. We look forward to seeing your kids on the field.
Thanks, and hey, thanks a lot what you guys do for high school football in the area. Appreciate it.